to family and friends who are viewing via Facebook. We welcome you all. We welcome you to the commencement celebration for Myesha Aaliyah Carter, who recently graduated from the University of West Georgia with a degree in arts with an emphasis on English and a minor in Spanish. This is such a momentous occasion for us as a family to celebrate Myesha's accomplishment, but it's really the accomplishment of all the people in the family and friends that love Myesha, that supported her throughout this journey of her life from birth up to this phase. And so we are just thanking you for viewing in to this Facebook Live ceremony for Myesha. I have the distinct privilege of being Myesha's father, been there from the beginning. Myesha has always been a go-getter. She came into this world 2 months early, ready to get started on this journey. She was ready to meet the world, coming into the world 2 months early. And she was so feisty in the intensive care unit that the nurses said that they knew she wasn't going to be in the intensive care unit very long. And so after 2 weeks, they deemed that it was necessary for Myesha to come home. And that was a sign that Myesha was ready to move forward, starting out in life, ready to go forward and make some things happen. And so we are excited to be here to share this momentous occasion. The symbolism of knowledge is light. It means to bring one out of darkness. The word education is a Latin word for educo, to bring one. E means to bring one out. Duco means darkness. So education means to bring one out of darkness of ignorance into the light of knowledge. And so we have here symbolically a candle, which means that Myesha has come out of the darkness of not knowing certain things, not understanding certain things, into the light of understanding at this dispensation of time. And we hope that the light continues to burn as she travels down the road towards even greater understanding and enlightenment in her life. We have with us an ancestor, because we are all the sum total of all of those who have come before us. And Myesha is the sum total of all who have come before her. All of the knowledge, the sacrifices that they have gone through, she is now the benefactor and inhabitor of that knowledge. And so we have the ancestors here. What we're going to do now is a little bit of libation. We're going to call out some of the names of our ancestors who have passed by. And so we just want to call out my father, Henry Wallace, my mother, Bernice Carter. You call out your grandmother? Anna Washington. Eliza Blackman. My grandfather, the late Reverend B.C. Carter Jr. My grandmother, Moselle Carter. My grandmother, Jimmy Carter. My Aunt Virginia, who recently passed. We thank all of the ancestors who have contributed toward our development. The word commencement does not mean the end. The word commencement actually means the beginning, the start of a new phase in our dispensation of time. And so as we commence Myesha's 4 years at the University of Georgia, we're beginning her journey towards a brighter future. The word commencement, it gives enthusiasm and excitement, because whenever we're able to reinvent ourselves and to restart our lives, it gives us a renewed faith that things to come is going to be much better. When I was in college, there was a professor by the name of Dr. Robert Bletcher Stone. He was my professor of philosophy. And he gave us a test at the end of the semester that had 3 questions. And so as Myesha is on this new phase of commencement, I want to pose these 3 questions to her and then give her some understanding what it would take to bring about a substantive answer to these questions. The first question that he gave us was, who are you? This is the question on the end of the semester test. Who are you? Most of us, when someone asks you who you are, we give them our name, and that's a very appropriate response, but it's very superficial because we're more than a name. He wanted to know who we are at the core. Who are we when no one is there? When you have to deal with the man or the woman in the mirror, who are you? I'm not a biblical scholar, but there was a question posed by Jesus to the disciples. He said, who do they say I am? Because it's very important. When you know who you are, you want to make sure that who you are aligns with how other folks see you. You want to make sure that the narrative is the same. So Jesus said, who do they say I am? And they gave him all types of responses. But then he posed a second question to them. Who do you say that I am? Because now the alignment of who you are, who they say you are, and who those around you say you are, there should be a consistency in that narrative. And so, Myesha, as you go forward, you have to let people know who you are. Maya Angelou says, you got to teach people how to treat you. And so you have to stand for something. You got to believe in something. And you have to make sure that other folks know what you say, because even when you're not there and they mention your name, they should say what you want them to say, that I'm an honorable person. I'm a person that's seeking knowledge. I'm a person who care about other people, who you are. The second question that Dr. Stone posed to us was, why are you here? Why are you here is tied into purpose. What is your purpose in life? There was a book written some years ago called A Purpose-Driven Life, and the scientists would tell you that those who have a purpose in life live longer than those who don't have a purpose in life. The scientists also say that when people retire and don't have any purpose after retirement, death is closely following that retirement. Now, Myesha says that her purpose in life is to fight for freedom, justice, and equality. She want to help the least, the lost, and the left out. That's her purpose in life. That's her mission in life. And so we are going to encourage her as a beloved community to continue on her mission of helping those who are seeking justice, who are seeking equality, who are seeking freedom, because for so many times we see that those who are the least, the lost, and the left out, they get the bad end of justice. Just like our dear brother down in Brunswick, Ahmaud Arbery, who got killed senselessly. We're trying to get justice for him, and she wants to go on and become a prosecutor. Isn't that ironic? Is that we're talking about freedom, justice, and equality. The brother get killed, and now here we have Myesha, who has taken upon herself to be a prosecutor one day, to fight against those who take advantage of the least, the lost, and the left out. So the first question was, who are you? The second question was, why are you here? The third question is, where are you going? That's what he asked us. Not just to another destination like another city. He wanted to know, where are you going legacy-wise? Where are you going down this journey? When it's all said and done, when you have your box day, the day they lay you in front of some religious institution or religious building, and they saying this is your last day. What will they say about you on that last day? What will your legacy be? That's where we're going. We're going towards when we hear our last sound. When we breathe our last breath, we want to say, we want others to say, good job. Thank you for your servant leadership. But now, how do we get from who we are, why are we here, and where are we going? There's three things that we have to get from who we are, why are we here, and where are we going. The first thing you have to have is faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for when there's absolutely no evidence that what you're hoping for will come into existence. As you proceed to go down this journey, there are going to be dark days. There are going to be uncertain days. There are going to be fake friends and real enemies. But you got to have the faith that you are going to continue to move onward and upward towards your goal. You got to have faith that the things that you desire will come into existence. If mama is gone, if daddy is passed away, if your brother is not there, you got to lean on God, the creator, the ancestors, and believe in yourself that I am going to become what I destined myself to become. That takes faith. The second thing that it takes to go from who you are, why are you here, and where are you going, it takes courage. A lot of people are afraid to walk into the unknown. They're afraid to boldly go where no man or woman has gone. They're afraid to do the things that cause them to stretch outside of their comfort zone. But you can never achieve anything in life if you don't have the courage. It takes courage to be able to go from being average to extraordinary. It takes courage to stand up in the face of wickedness. It takes courage to be able to stand in the face of danger. It takes courage to be able to walk across that stage and become a lawyer one day. It takes courage. The third thing that it takes vision. The scripture says, without vision, a people will perish. The vision of not just being a lawyer, but it takes the vision of being a trailblazer. It takes the vision of Thurgood Marshall. It takes the vision of other great attorneys who have come before you, who had the vision to not just think about what they can get for themselves as an attorney. Yeah, it's nice to have a good car. It's nice to have a good home. It's nice to have some money in the banking account, but nobody ain't gonna remember you for the car you have. They're not gonna remember you for the money. They're not gonna remember you for the house. They're gonna remember you how you changed the society, how you changed the lives of other people, and that's the type of attorney that you want to be. That's how you want to be remembered. That's the vision that you must have. And so we are so elated and excited that we're standing here today from your birth to now your commencement. And we are elated that all of you all are viewing. So at this time, we're going to give Myesha the opportunity to say a few words about where she's headed, and then we're going to conclude with officially conferring her with her Bachelor's of Arts in English and her minor in Spanish. At this time, please, Myesha, post the podium.
Well, it almost feels like a long time coming with the trials and tribulations that I went through to get to this degree. But I'm excited to embark on my next chapter by attending Georgia State University College of Law. It's an exciting journey, and I'm glad I have all the support here to get me towards that journey. I just want to thank everybody who's watching. I want to thank everybody who's given me congratulations and who's given me, gifts to support me in the future. And for anybody out there that is possibly a graduate of 2020 that's watching, I just want to say that even though we're going through some trying times right now, we did it, and I'm proud of everybody, and I'm proud of class of 2020. Thank you.
As we conclude, we all look for the key that will unlock the doors in the future that we can walk through. I bestow upon you, Myesha, the key that will open up opportunity for you. And I pray that this key open up many doors for you, your children, and your children's children. At this time, please approach the podium. You received the key by the powers invested in me, by all of those who believe that I had enough education to become a doctor. I bestow upon you a Bachelor's of Arts in English and a minor in Spanish. Ladies and gentlemen, Myesha Aaliyah Carter. Thank you. This concludes our ceremony for Myesha. We ask that you keep her in your prayers as she continues to go down this journey to become an attorney. There's a lot of stressful days ahead, a lot of sleepless nights. But if it was a short journey and an easy gain, everybody would be an attorney. If it was easy, everyone would have achieved it. The race is not to the swift nor the strong, but the race is to the one that endures to the end. So, beloved family, we thank you once again for sharing this moment with us. We'll see all of you all at the top because the bottom is way too crowded. Peace.